How's it going, folks, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing Garchomp. Garchomp just got some new support in the themed new pack in Pokemon Pocket TCG. Triumphant Light has given us the fighting version of Gible, Gabite, and Garchomp, and we have cooked up a really good Garchomp deck that I honestly believe is a solid tier 2 deck, or can even compete to be a tier 2, tier 1.5, because this deck is really fast, and there's a secret tech that we're running, and that is Sudowoodo EX. Basically call it that. It's the perfect anti-meta card because it gets a buff when it battles against EX Pokemon. Dude, this thing is cracked. I really love it, and I'm excited to showcase this deck for you. Before we jump into the overview and the overall topic of this deck, check out the channel, give this video a like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate you very much, and thank you for continuing to help this channel grow. We are almost to 5,000 subscribers. I know, I'm romanticizing the almost, but 5,000 subscribers, I never thought I would make it that close, honestly, and I'm really happy to see a bunch of you folks pulling up and supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it, and we've got some great content in the future coming up. Now let's jump into that video. Garchomp is a powerhouse deck in Pokemon TCG Pocket, offering aggressive play and the ability to control the board with one-hit knockouts. Its biggest strength is its ability to deal high burst damage, especially when paired with Cynthia. Dude, this thing knocks out almost every single meta contending deck right now with one hit. The deck thrives in fast-paced matchups, targeting electric-based decks like Pachirisu, Pikachu EX, and even the most infamous deck Darkrai EX with Magnezone, all of which are top tier threats in the meta. This build uses the fighting variant of Garchomp, where we use fighting Gible and fighting Gabite. We also use fighting Garchomp, and in addition to that, we use the dragon version of Garchomp as well. This deck applies pressure through Garchomp EX, and with Garchomp, the dragon version, it offers a draw power with its ability, Reckless Shearing. The deck has the tools to dismantle high HP Pokemon very efficiently. The deck profile that I'm using right now, I'm a Garchomp main. I love Garchomp, and this deck is something that I've been enjoying. It's a fun deck, it's a meta contending deck, and overall, I think it's a budget deck. And the best part about this deck is that it only gives up to one prize. Your only two prize Pokemon is Garchomp EX, but you don't really ever go into Garchomp EX. Garchomp EX is basically like your safety net. In the starting lineup, we've got two Sudowoodo. This is your tech card. It replaces Kangaskhan, it replaces Druddigon. This card deals extra damage against EX Pokemon, applying chip damage and forcing bad retreats and trades. Two Gible, the starter, two Gabite, the evolution stage 1, and two Garchomp, the dragon version. This provides card draw and softens up threats, and it's the only way you can pair up the Cynthia. You can't use Cynthia with Garchomp EX, unfortunately. The text is very clear, and so is the game mechanic. And finally, for the Pokemon lineup, we've got one Garchomp EX, stronger presence in combat, offering a little bit more of an immediate threat. The trainer lineup, we have two Potion. This keeps our Garchomps alive for a crucial extra turn, and it also helps with our Sudowoodo, because Sudowoodo is what's going to be wearing the Rocky Helmet most of the time. Two Pokeball, this helps search for basic Pokemon to get started quickly. One Communication ensures evolution consistency, because we all know that stage 2 Pokemon curse, and that's that you never get into your stage 1 Pokemon. Two Rocky Helmet, this punishes Pokemon and opponents who attack directly. Two Professor's Research, we all know why, enables aggressive digging for key cards like Cynthia. And finally, two Cynthia, the key to explosive damage, adding plus 50 damage to Garchomp. This thing is cracked. The deck's playstyle is aggro to mid-range, meaning it can apply fast pressure and pivot to a more control approach if necessary. Your early game setup is setting up your Sudowoodo so that you can apply chip damage on EX Pokemon, or just regular 30 attacks plus your Rocky Helmet for an additional counter of 20 damage, and setting up your Gibles into your Gabites into your Garchomp on the bench. Of course, that's best case scenario, but we don't live in a perfect world, but if you're able to, that is exactly what you want to do. Mid-game, you're using Garchomp's Reckless Shearing to dig for Cynthia while accelerating towards your one-hit knockouts. That's your win condition. And your late game with proper setup, hopefully, Cynthia plus Garchomp executes and guarantees a massive KO, securing victory against big, heavy meta decks. Some of the weaknesses and the choke points for the Garchomp deck, of course, grass-based deck, Celebi EX with Superior and or Executor. It's inherently weak to grass, so this is going to force you to play extremely aggressive and push very, very early on. Another weakness or a choke point that I want to point out with this deck is energy distribution. The deck runs both fighting and water energy, which can create dead turns if the right energy isn't available. However, water energy is used for retreating if needed, worst case scenario. So, I mean, it's not really wasteful, but it can be cause for concern sometimes. And the third weakness is the Cynthia timing. Since the deck is heavily reliant on Cynthia for one-hit knockouts, holding on to it versus aggressively searching depends on the game state. If it's not in hand, use Professor's Research and Reckless Shearing to dig for it. This is so that you can guarantee some really quick KOs and force your opponent to either lose and or concede. The best matchups for Garchomp, obviously, Pikachu EX and Pachirisu decks, anything that's electric based, they fold to fighting types. Garchomp EX overwhelms them with pressure. Darkrai EX and Magnezone deck will also lose. Of course, it's going to be challenging because of the dark aspect and the chip damage that Darkrai does on the bench, but Garchomp has the ability to OHKO Darkrai, and that's one of the best perks of Garchomp, is that it can shut down most dominant tier 1 decks. And the other deck that I want to bring up for a good matchup with Garchomp is Skarmory Magnezone hybrids. Similar to Darkrai, the deck struggles against Garchomp's pressure and Sudowoodo's chip damage, and it's weak to fighting. And as I mentioned before, just to reiterate the worst matchups for Garchomp, Celebi EX with Superior and or Executor, any sort of grass deck is going to give you a really tough challenge. And the fact that most of these grass decks are tanky with healing, I mean, it's just going to be a very difficult time. Well, the deck, we've broken down the deck. Let's see it in action. Watch how Garchomp sets up, applies pressure, and dominates key matchups. Pay close attention. Let's get into that gameplay. We're going second, and we're playing Garchomp. This deck is actually really fun, and we're pairing it with Sudowoodo because most decks are EX. Now, how do we start though? Do we go Gibble or do we go fighting? Let's go Gibble. Let's go Gibble. Okay, nice. We have Sudowoodo to basically fall back on, and the opponent's going first, so we've got advantage. I'm confident that this deck will be really good. I'm a huge fan of Garchomp, one of my favorite dragon types, and I really want to make this deck good. I want this to be my main deck. I really do. Of course, we're going with the Rocky Helmet on the Dialga. Oh, okay. This is a pretty good start for the opponent. Really good start for the opponent. Oh yes, Gabite, let's go. Go Rocky Helmet, and we'll attach. Yo, yeah, let's end our turn here. I don't want to attack just yet. I want to get into my Garchomp first. Oh snap, bro. Wow, they got like the whole arsenal out already. And Yanmega, oh my gosh, look at all these EXs. Let's go Sudowoodo. Let's go Sudowoodo. Now, do I want to Sharp Scythe or not? Maybe, because I'll take 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 damage. No, I won't swing just yet. Yeah, let it take 20. We'll take 30. Let him take 20 though. Oh my goodness. Let's retreat into the Sudowoodo. Let's attach. Go into the Garchomp. And then Sudowoodo actually will Reckless Shearing. Get rid of this Pokemon communication. We'll get a Rocky Helmet. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. Fighting Headbutt. Yes. 50 is so good. That is so good. I like Sudowoodo. This thing is such a cool looking Pokemon. Sudowoodo. Yeah, of course. Dang. That is such a huge hit. All right, let's go Garchomp. Let's do this. Oh, beautiful. Another Sudowoodo. Say less. And yeah, let's go for a knockout, and we'll Dragon Claw. GG, dude. Yo, this deck is cracked. I really enjoy this deck. Sudowoodo is, and I love the artwork on this Sudowoodo. It's just amazing. Sudowoodo is awesome. Here we go with game 2. And we're going first. Let's see what our starting hand is. That's always a great starting hand. I love starting off with Sudowoodo. Hey, let's see. All right, we got a good starting hand. Yeah, it's all right. It's decent. It's decent. Maybe it gets better if we get ourselves into a Gibble. Oh, man. Yo, yes, please. We'll start stacking the Gibble. 50. Oh, man, that is huge damage. Oh, dude. Yes, absolutely. Go another Sudowoodo here, and we're good. Yeah, we're good. So we're dodging the Sabrina. There's no way they can use Cyrus on us. And I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's not every time you get games like this. Of course, there's going to be games where it's a little bit more challenging. There's going to be games where you lose. But if you start off with Sudowoodo, dude, that's like the best starting position for you. And if you don't, then just really invest in that Gibble. Try to get into your Garchomp ASAP. That's the best case scenario, honestly. There's no in between. Heatran, what the? Alright, okay. Let's go Gabite. Look how fast this Garchomp deck is. Oh my gosh, dude. Let me go Reckless Shearing. Get rid of this Garchomp. Oh, beautiful. GG. Again, you don't always get games this good, or like the previous one, but you do. This is how you should be playing the deck. Focus on super aggressive playstyle. That's literally all we can do. Super aggressive playstyle. And I'm just like a big fan of this Pokemon. This is beautiful artwork. I love this artwork so much, actually. Like Sudowoodo looks so chill, but he's not chill, right? It's super aggressive, and it has like a giant dislike for EX Pokemon too. It's like no, we're going to smash. We're going to smash all EX Pokemon. All right, let's go Potion. Let's go Potion one more time so we can get it at full health. We will equip this Water Energy here. And then we will Cynthia for game. GG, my friend, GG. Easy one-shots, And this deck is primarily one prizers, which makes it even better because you just last a lot longer in battles. Sudowoodo's one prizer, Gibble, Gabite, Garchomp. Only 1-2 prizer card that we have is Garchomp EX. And really Garchomp EX is mainly just for overflow so that we can use one of the Garchomps, get rid of it under Reckless Shearing, and if at all possible, go into that Garchomp EX. Let's go into another game. So we're going first. We're starting off with double Gibble. We can stack both now. Doesn't matter. Let's see. We're playing against Water. All right. Cynthia and Research. Let's go Research. Pokeball and Sudowoodo. Let's go. I think we don't have any more basics. Okay, last basic, I believe. Got Articuno Palkia with a Rocky Helmet on the Articuno. Yep, there it is. Another Articuno. So active and bench full of EXs. That Sudowoodo is gonna have some fun. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Give me a Gabite, please. Garchomp EX. Not what I wanted to see, but that's fine. We'll have to set up another Sudowoodo because, I mean, we have nothing else we can do here. And we're giving up 2 prizes before we get our Garchomp out. 40, and then they'll do 80, hit us for 20. Finally, Gabite. Yo, beautiful. We're going to sweep right now. I love it. And if we get into another Cynthia, dude, it's over. It's over, okay? It's over. This deck is chef's kiss, man. Chef's kiss. This thing is amazing. I love playing this deck so much. Oh my gosh, what did I say, y'all? If we got another Cynthia, we would be cracked right now. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. GG. Easy GG right here. Their deck is no deck is fast enough to beat this Garchomp deck. Sorry, let me rephrase. This deck is not fast enough to beat Garchomp deck. There are a lot of good decks out there that can smash this deck for sure. But this deck really holds its own. I think it's really meta relevant, and I would say it's definitely a tier, maybe a tier 2, maybe tier 0.1, 0.5. This is definitely my favorite deck though. Okay, let's see. Let's go Pokeball. Let's put that on the Sudowoodo. Let's put a Potion on this. And you know what? I'm not going to waste the Cynthia on here. And both of my, only one Gabite's in. Okay, let's go Reckless. And let's get rid of this Garchomp instead of the Garchomp EX. Ooh, beautiful. And let's go Dragon Claw. Even if they swap into the Palkia EX, we've got game next turn because that Cynthia is really just buffing us right now. This is GG. This is GG right now. Unless they have another giant cape. Okay. Wow. Ice Wing. Wow, that is good. Well, I will put the Rocky Helmet on the Sudowoodo. I will put a Water Energy on it. And then, let's see. I won't do anything else. Yeah, I won't do anything else. We've got 3 cards left. Let's end it here. They would have to literally knock out 2 more Pokemon. Wow, dude, that is so cracked. That is so cracked. Thankfully, I put that Rocky Helmet on this Sudowoodo. Wow, they're going the distance with this deck. Not enough, though. Not enough. 20 on them. 20. Put 20 on them. All right, GG, my friend. GG. What a great match. This is really fun. What do y'all think, chat? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Let's put another potion on this. We'll put a fighting energy on the Sudowoodo, and then we go for game here. GG. GG. Let me know what y'all think about this deck, though, in the comments. We went over the overview, what to expect, why we're playing certain techs, and you just saw some gameplay. This is a fantastic deck. Really, really budget friendly as well, I think. If it's not budget friendly, let me know, but I think this is a really great deck. And for those of you that watched, I mean, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know. And for those of you that watch this on YouTube later, I mean, dude, this deck is cracked. It's cracked. Sudowoodo is like the best tech to ever come out for Pokemon TCG fighting decks. It's the tech that it needed because every single player plays EX Pokemon. So Sudowoodo is always live. Now imagine a deck with Sudowoodo and Riolu, right? Lucario. That buff is so cracked. Let's cook with some fighting. Let me know what y'all think, though. This is Low Tier Hero coming at you. Like, comment, share, subscribe, check out the video. We got a lot of Pokemon TCG pocket content and TCG as well. And if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh, we've got that too. Take care, and until next time, my friends, Garchomp, best deck.